couple weeks ago, I made my own version of the AI doll trend, making this box. And you all really seem to like it. And good, because so do I. But it got me thinking. The AI doll trend isn't the only AI thing out there in the creative world that I could actually make into something real. So I thought maybe this is a good time to start a series and call it But Without AI. I don't know, still working on the title. My thoughts are that I will have to find some portrait or something on Pinterest or wherever that is AI created, and then try my best to turn it into something actually physically real that I have either made the props for, or the costume for, or everything in it, and make it actually real. But I do have some rules here because the AI world is really weird, like incredibly weird. Some of these things aren't actually physically doable, and I might not have the budget for them. So my rules are, 1, it has to be within budget. Like there are some big things out there that I think will be super cool to make, but unless I actually can afford to make it, we're not gonna do it. I will be allowing myself to use different Photoshop elements like compositing or just like little things that I would do normally editing a picture. Okay, so now that the rules are set, let's pick out our picture. All right, so the images have been picked. Essentially, I found like 4 or 5 different pictures that I really liked and thought would really work for this, and I couldn't decide which ones to use, so I put it out on Instagram and Facebook for you all to tell me which one you liked the best, and you all chose this one. So this morning, I went to the thrift store and got this and this. Both of these things are not on par exactly with what that picture looks like, but they're pretty close, and what I think I'm going to do, at least with this hat, is I'm going to rip off all these flowers, and then I'm going to make some flowers with foam and glue them all over this hat. And I already know how to make flowers. I've been making flowers forever, so that shouldn't be like a really hard part of this. I will try my best to make them look like the flowers that are on the hat currently and place them in the same positions. I know they won't look exactly like that, but just the general vibe is what we're going for. Now, the outfit on the picture itself is a skirt and a teal top with like some yellow kind of throughout it, and I know that you won't be able to maybe match the outfit, but what I might be able to do, and I'm giving thought to, is taking the arm of this and maybe like dabbing some yellow and blue paint into it and just trying to match it as best as possible. I might not do that, but we'll find out. I honestly don't have a lot of time to work on this. I thought I had the whole day today, but a project has come up, so I can't spend the whole day, so we're just gonna get done what we can. So if the sleeves don't work, then they will just stay this teal color and we'll go with that. But for now, let's get with making the flowers, because I at least have to cover the front portion of this hat. I don't know that I care about the back because I don't think we'll see it, but I need enough flowers to cover enough that you'll see in the picture. So I guess that means I gotta rip all this flower stuff off of here because these flowers actually look terrible. And they're definitely hot glued on. So let's get started. Admittedly, I'm super burnt out at making flowers, but I pushed through that and made just enough to cover this hat. I think you can tell that I'm burnt out on making flowers because they don't look like I am excited to make them. But in case you are, I do have a tutorial on here somewhere about that. I'll link it below. Once they were all done, I fiddled around with their positioning and tried to put them in the exact same spots as the ones in the original shot. Then I added a wire around the hat so I could bend it into a nice shape and actually fit our person's head a little bit better. All of that is finished. The hat is done as best as it's gonna get. Honestly, I think that I am so burnt out on making flowers. I could probably make these better, but I'm not gonna. I'm not adding flowers to the very back. It doesn't matter. No one's going to see that. And I made the flower that the front of the newspaper will have attached to it as well. So that is all done. The only thing really that still needs a decision is this top. And I think I have honestly decided to just leave it because honestly, if my person coming in likes this top, I'm just going to give it to them. So I don't want to hurt a valuable piece of clothing that could be used again. So I'm going to leave this as it is, and we're just going to leave it teal. And I'll probably just either, if she has a skirt, I'll have her wear a skirt, but like jeans are fine. Jeans will be fine for this. But yeah, I guess that means that I am done for the day, which is nice because now I have to leave. The next day I met my model at the studio. We got her makeup ready and got her hair into a position that looked like it was probably done like that in the original photo. It honestly was really fun trying to recreate this look. We took the shots we needed for the copy of the original photo, but then decided to have a little fun and take some shots with whatever wardrobe I pulled out of the closet. Note the wooden boards on the floor. Legit closet doors are coming soon. Really, this was a super fun way to end a very long day. And I love seeing the smiles and happiness come out of our model. I think it's fair to say we all had a very good time.
Are you stuck? It's all attached.
So it's been a couple of days since I photographed all of that, and I think that we did a pretty good job. If I had given myself a little bit more time and maybe actually had the full amount of time I had planned to work on it, I think it would have been even better, but I think we did very good because I really rushed those flowers. Specifically, I don't really love the one that was on the front of the newspaper. I would have done that one a lot different. And now that I know what it looks like on there, I probably would have just added extra petals and like really fluffed that one up a little bit more because it's a little flat and I don't love how it lays. The one thing I wasn't paying attention to when we did the shoot is I didn't have the picture sitting in front of me, and maybe this is something that I need to keep in mind when I do this again, is she's not actually like giving a full like teeth smile. When in the original shot, she is just kind of like soft smiling, and I wasn't necessarily paying attention and didn't correct my model to not give me a full smile. So she isn't giving the same exact smile in the shot we took versus the example, but I don't know if it's that big of a deal. It still looks very similar. But I genuinely really thought this was fun, and I definitely will be doing it again. Like I said, this will be a series that I will have and do more often. And if you would like to send me a picture that you think I should redo into something real versus AI, let me know. Just maybe send me a picture on Instagram, or I don't know, email it to me. Send me something and I'll see if I can make it happen. I like a good challenge. But if you have a minute, let me know in the comments if you think that I maybe nailed it, or if I didn't. I don't know. Either way, I did something. But let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you next time. Stop getting hot glue on my desk because anytime I try to film anything, I just want to pick it off of here.